Hi there, my name is Ravi Kahlon. I'm the MLA for North Delta. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Victoria, BC. I always tell people that my story began when my parents immigrated to Canada. They came in the 70s, and they, like most immigrants, when they came here, found there was lots of challenges. They had lots of financial challenges, finding employment. Finally, my mom washed dishes all night at a restaurant, and my father got a job as in the mill, working in the mill like lots of people in that time. And then when I was born, my sister was born a year later. My father lost his job, the mill shut down, and then I left to India. I spent 4 years in India, my sister and I. I came back, grew up in Victoria, had a pretty good childhood. I have a younger sister and a younger brother. Sister lives in Edmonton, brother lives in Victoria, family's still there, and I have fond memories. I went to various schools in Victoria. I bounced around in different elementary schools. Just at that time, we moved to different schools. I attended University of Victoria, and then my hockey career. So I played on the national field hockey team for the Canadian team for 12 years. And because of my ambition for sport and wanting to make it to the Olympics, I moved to Vancouver. So I left my hometown. I was fortunate to compete in 2 Olympics for Canada. How I got involved in politics is that when my grandfather first came, he wanted to build a senior center in Victoria, first ever senior center for South Asian community. And he needed support from government, and so he started knocking on doors. And I was a young little kid then, and so I knocked on doors with him. And the NDP helped at that time build that senior center. Mo Sahuda, first ever elected cabinet minister in the country. And so later in my career, I went into banking. I was in banking for 7 years, and I always heard the same thing. If you give rich people money, they'll give the money will come down. And I always thought that was wrong. I always believed that if you give people, working people, more money in their pocket, they'll spend more money, and that will create more in the economy. And so when I heard that so much at the bank, I decided, wait a minute, this is not right. And I heard a debate one day of the NDP leader speaking, and Mo Sahuda was speaking, and I thought, okay, this is what I believe, and got involved in politics in that way. I believe I'm passionate about politics. I believe in politics. I believe that if we have more good people running in our elections, we have more people running for the right reason. I'm not in this career for money. I could do better if I was in banking or somewhere else. I'm doing this because I care about my community. I really want to improve my community, and I like helping people, and so that's why I'm passionate about becoming an MLA. Yeah, I'm very proud of my community of North Delta, but our issues are the same as the issues in the community around us, and so I'm passionate about making some changes. I'm fortunate that already I've been able to find money so that we can seismically upgrade one of the schools here in North Delta. I'm working actively on the track. And I think that we need to improve our education so our kids have more opportunities than we did. That's what my parents taught me when I was a kid, that they wanted to make sure we had opportunities. They struggled for that. And so I want to make sure that we give our next generation more opportunities as well. The Premier has given me the role of Parliamentary Secretary for Sport and Multiculturalism. Also, I'm leading the Human Rights Commission for the province. And I think that I'm really proud of the work we're going to be doing on multiculturalism. Most governments only focus on, I say the song and dance, because it's easy. And my focus will be to go a little bit deeper into multiculturalism. What does multiculturalism mean in the future? How can we do work around anti-racism? How can we build connections? Most time government, they like working with individual communities, South Asian, Chinese, and so on and so forth. My focus is, how do we bring these communities together? Not celebrate alone. How do we celebrate with other communities? And so that will be the focus for me in the new year. Just like this program's passion is about helping the next generation, so is my passion as well. And so my message to the young people who are watching is that many people have sacrificed to give us opportunities here in this country. And so I would say to you is take those opportunities, work hard, focus on the process, don't worry about the outcome. Everything will happen the way it happens, but focus on the things you need to do today. And we're proud of you, and we'll always try to help you succeed.